So equations have an equal sign. Expressions do not. So math in the real world down here. Zip lines. Zip lines can be used for entertainment or to access remote areas such as a rainforest canopy. The speed differs based on the angle of the cable. On one zip line, the average speed is 44 feet per second. It takes 8 seconds to travel the length of the zip line. Fill in the table to find the distance. So, down here, 44 times 1 equals what? 44. 44 times 2. 88 or 88. Not 48. 44 times 3.
Wait, no. 122.
Close.
124. 124.
132. Let me make it easy on you. Do 40 times 4.
I don't know.
176. 176.
It'd be 176 because if you do 40 times 4, that's 160. You add 16, 176. 40 times 5.
5 times 40 is
Would be
900.
200 plus 20.
What?
220. Guys, listen to me. When I'm trying to break this down. So if it's 44, if I do 40 and 4, what is 6 times 4? 6 times 4.
24.
Okay, add a 0 to that.
24. Wait.
240.
244.
So then, no.
264.
Then you got to do 6 times 4 again, which is 24. So it would be 264. If you notice, they're just adding 44 each time. So it'd be 308. 352. Okay, it's just multiplication. Okay. In this chapter, on the next page, you have a lot of vocabulary this time. Okay, it's all about solving equations. So we're going to be talking about 4 of these today. So we're going to jump to page 513. 513. Alright, so we're going to start this vocabulary start off because we're starting with equations today. We're jumping right into it. That's still a little dark, but that works.
I like it dark.
Okay, so an equation is a mathematical sentence showing 2 expressions are equal. So an equation contains an equal sign. That's the difference. It has an equal sign. Okay? An equal sign is literally the 2 lines that are horizontal. So what's the definition of an equation? What's the definition of an equation?
An equation is a math problem, right?
Guys, if you look, it's highlighted and literally in your book right in front of you.
An equation is a mathematical sentence showing 2 expressions are.
Thank you. It is a mathematical sentence
Hey, I just said that.
showing 2 expressions equal. It's highlighted right there. It's the first sentence in the book. So an example of an equation is like this. 5 plus x equals 13.
What is that?
5 plus x equals 13.
Wait, what's that one after sentence?
Okay, it's
So x
hey,
equals
right
13.
here, Addie. It's the first sentence of the page, like I said. Now, an expression is just a combination of numbers and operations. So it's a combination of numbers and operations that might also have those variables. So remember, an expression does not have an equal sign. So it's just 5 plus x minus 13. No equal sign.
Because they're both like, they both have numbers.
They both have numbers. They both contain numbers. What else? What else do they both have in common, Moriana?
They could equal the same thing except for you wouldn't put an equal sign for one of them.
Not quite. Let's word that a little bit differently. What else do they contain? What else do they share? What do they have in common? Aiden?
An addition sign.
So operations. They have operations. What else do they have in common? Moriana?
They both have numbers. I mean, they both can have letters in them.
So the variables. So they both contain numbers, operations, and variables. Now, how are they different? Addie?
They don't have the same answer. Like, they don't have the same, like, answer.
Not quite. Ella?
An expression doesn't have an equal sign.
There it is. Equations have an equal sign. Expressions do not. So equations will always have an equal sign. Expressions will never have an equal sign. That's what makes them an expression. Now, in the real world link down below, it says Anna bought a package of 6 pairs of socks. She writes the equation below to find out how much she paid per pair. Circle the solution of the equation. Does anybody know what solution means? What's solution mean?
The answer.
Ruby? The answer. So, if it's 6x equals $9, how much did she pay per sock? Aiden?
$3.
Well, that's not an option. Because remember, if it's 6x, what does 6x mean? What are we talking about? What operation? Addie?
Well, I know the answer.
Well, what's the answer?
$1.50.
Okay, how did you figure that out?
I do.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, she did division. Moriana?
Well, it's an equation.
It is an equation. So, what operation is that right there? That's 6x. What are we talking about? What operation is that? Remember, there's 4 operations. Aiden?
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
So, what are the 4 operations of math?
Wait, is it equation and expression?
No. Guys, the operations of math.
The sum, difference,
So, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. What operation is 6x? That would be multiplication. 6x means
Oh, yeah.
multiplication. So you would do 6 times $1.50, and that would equal 9. Okay, so let's go on to the next page. Go on to the next page. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be learning about how to solve equations. So when you replace a variable, just like we did with those expressions, when they tell you what a variable equals, you replace it and then you solve the equation. Okay? The value for the variable is called the solution, the answer. Okay? So, what they're going to do today, like example number 1 here, they're going to ask, is 3, 4, or 5 the solution for this equation? All you have to do is plug it in. So, 3 plus 7, what's that equal?
10.
Does that equal 11? No, so 3 doesn't work.
It's 4.
What's 4 plus 7?
11.
Okay, so 4 works. What about 5?
No.
Nope. So the only one that works, what's the solution?
It's 4.
4. That's all you're doing. You're just proving to see which one is the solution today. Okay, we're talking about the solution. Okay, sometimes they're just going to give you the equation and they want you to solve it. G minus 7 equals 3. So what minus 7 equals 3?
10.
10's your answer. You just solved that mentally in your head. You didn't even have to write it out. That's what we're doing today. All right, so this one. The total cost of a pair of skates and knee pads is $63. All right, the skates cost $45. Use the guess, check, and revise strategy to solve the equation. So we have 45 plus K equals 63. We're trying to find K. We're trying to find the solution. So what plus 45 equals 63?
Could I move over?
Yes, that's fine. So we're down here on number 3. Not right now. Okay, so they give you the equation.
18.
So 18 is the answer. That's the solution. Guess, check, and revise just means guess until you get it correct. And just double check it. All right, so let's do a couple of these together. So letter A on the next page. So we have, is 4, 5, or 6 the solution of the equation C plus 8 equals 13? Okay, so you start off with 4. What's 4 plus 8? 12. 4 doesn't work. 5 plus 8.
Yes.
Then that's your answer. So the solution is 5. So that's the only one that works. Now, letter B, they want you to solve this mentally. So you're going to do this in your head. 9 minus X equals 2. 7 it is. And you can double check that if you need to. 9 minus 7 does in fact equal 2. Now this one, letter C. So the difference between an ostrich's speed and a chicken's speed is 31 miles per hour. An ostrich can run at a speed of 40 miles per hour. Use mental math or the guess, check, and revise strategy to solve this equation. 40 minus C equals 31. What's C? 9. So 9 miles per hour, because this is a real world example. Okay? Any questions on this so far? All right? Like I said, it's all about solving these mentally. It's just realizing that all you're doing to solve these is replacing the variable. Okay? So now, that was addition and subtraction. Now we're going to do multiplication and division. Same thing, but you just have 2 different operations. So, number 4. Is 3, 4, or 5 a solution for this? So we have 18 equals 6 times Z. 6Z means multiplication. So we just replace.
3.
6 times 3 equals what?
18.
There's your answer. 3 is your solution.
This is really
You're just proving what is the correct solution today. Okay? This is the beginning steps of equations.
Yeah, nice, so.
Okay, number 5. 16 divided by blank, or S, equals 8. 16 divided by what? 2 is your solution. Alright, so D and E down here. So we got to go through. 4N equals 16. So out of the 3 numbers here, what would be the solution? 4. And letter E. Solve 24 divided by W equals 8.
3.
So 24 divided by 3 equals 8. 3 is the solution. So today you're just proving which one is the correct solution. That's it. Okay? So let's go over to page 517. And you guys are going to get with a partner. And I want you to do number 1, number 3, number 5, number 6,
9.
8, 9,
10.
and 11. So 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11. So you can work with a partner or you can work by yourself. I'm going to give you a few minutes and we'll talk about these. Alright, so number 1. The directions say identify the solution of each equation from the list given. So we have 29 plus D equals 54. And they're asking if 24, 25, or 26 are the correct, which one is the correct solution? So that would be 25. So 25 is the solution because 25 plus 29 equals 54. Okay, number 3. 6W equals 30. That would be 5. 6 times 5 equals 30. Okay, number 5. Now they want you to solve these mentally. So if it's M plus 4 equals 17, 13 is your answer. Shh, guys, slow down. Number 6. 12 equals 24 minus Y. That would be 12. 24 minus 12 equals 12. Number 8. 10 times T would be 9. Number 9. 22 divided by 11 equals 2. Now, the last one, they want you to use either mental math or the guess, check, and revise strategy. Number 11. One season, the Cougars won 20 games. They played a total of 25 games. Use the equation 20 plus G equals 25 to find G, the number of games they lost. 5 games. Good. Don't forget to label. Okay, so 5 games. Any questions on this?
No.
All right, so your homework is on IXL. 6Z1, 6Z2. It's the same exact thing. You're just finding the correct solution.
Are these mentally?
Yes.